What's up, fellow pigs, fellow damagers? Just kind of sitting here being my mysterious self around 3 a.m. in the darkness of the lunar escape. Just sitting here drinking some cold coffee and chilling with homemade cheap tobacco, cigarettes, and figuring out I am my only honey, I am my own spiritual leader. God or Yahweh or Lucifer is the two balances between dark and light. You just have the balance of dark and light. And Baha'u'llah talk about the balance of darkness in your life. And I guess there's an idea out there, they may call him God, however, talks about the balance of light. And you just gotta keep it a balance, not take both to the extreme. I guess the idea of being, I don't know, God-fearing, whatever, is a balance of light, and the balance of darkness is being, Luciferian or Satanist, about kind of keeping both balanced because they can both be extremes in your life. And I'm kind of crazy and growing my beard out, but I want to kind of tell you, I'll be here to guide you, but you're your own spiritual leader, make your own decisions. Life, I'm just kind of help you on the path. We really don't need this hierarchy of preachers or priests or whatever. It's within us to guide our own way. We're kind of like our own God or our own path to God. That's just how I feel about things. I guess once you get psyched out, realizing the truth, how the world works, and how minuscule humanity is to all what's out there, anything takes out in the blink of an eye. But the universe ain't meant to be fair. Everyone talks about life ain't fair, life ain't fair. You look at the chaos of the universe, well, it ain't fair. What if a nearby star like Alpha Centauri, beyond Benos, is about to go supernova and fries us, or our sun goes supernova, comet hits us without notice. And then we track 3% of the sky, we say life ain't fair. That child got hit by a car. The other lady was mugged and robbed. Or that nice doctor that was about ready to saving all those lives, that humanitarian got hit by a bus or a drunk driver. And we say life is unfair, then we look at the universe, everything around us and this planet, we're just lucky. Life ain't fair in this universe. There's probably plenty of civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy of our own that fizz out every day. Arthur C. Clarke once said it, like 200 of them, like ours, fizz out every day. But 100 become scientifically, 200 or 300 become scientifically advanced to our level. We have no concept of humans with their constraints, organized religion, or whatever. You gotta kind of have this deeper, spirituality means this deeper conscience. You kind of the fourth dimension is when you kind of get to that level, when you start to realize things that are happening. That's where I'm at, going into the fifth dimension. And you don't look at time or space the same anymore. That's why I keep my windows covered. I'm sensitive to light because I just don't like to pass time. Have clocks in my house, don't take medication or no one. People's here to keep up the minuscule appointments of everyday life. But true spirituality is keeping your house in constant darkness by the lights of your computer, or candles, or smell of incense, but living it simply, not sleep on the floor. You all seen a nice bed, I kind of keep it simple on the floor, kind of like to hunker down. When I do my work or talk to you guys. Like, you have all these nice, I have a real nice bed, but I just choose to lay on the floor. I feel comfortable hunkering down. Look at me, I'm a wild man. I have my beard back, and I'm just kind of like the person that's out of sight of society. Society's got all these expectations that you and a lot of times you gotta follow God the right way and follow these concepts. And like when people come out, like the caretaker, whoever, I pretend to follow the concepts of their everyday morals or alone or with you guys, I just keep it to myself. I keep myself going. That little bit I have with real life humanity, I do my best to get along. There's a certain point. I don't get along, and I turn into beast inside me, and it's in me in jail once. It's been 5 days, got the charge off, but you know, on that episode, that's one off on the lady on the phone, give me a hard time about the cable, and we all know that episode back in 2018. And the beast was about to rip out of me, and you know, and he say, "Why you weep? Why you weep? You don't fight," because I was always trying to keep that balance, man. Old Charlie here, the old Charlie Manson, the beast, Antichrist, 666, that dark beast that lies in the woods, Appalachia, that cryptid, that wild one, beast, vampire, werewolf, whatever you want to call him, lies dormant. Just don't piss me off or don't stress me. I warn people for years, don't stress me, don't piss me off, we'll be cool. And when you unlock that beast, boy, it just comes out. So I just try staying cool. Why do you think I was a stoner all those years? You think I favor being an ultra mind, or why do you think I allowed medicate the hell out of me? Well, I see the world fucking with each other, people fucking around to find out, you know. People come here to fuck around and find out. Maybe I'll be in the right mood and that beast has come out. People's lucky. I don't fear for my life if someone comes to fuck around and find out. I fear for them, what their fate's gonna be. It's kind of like you just be a nice guy, keep medicated with the meds they're prescribing, and keep calm. Wrong person can unlock that beast, and that's the balance between light and dark. Just keeping that beast, or not being the oversensitive one. Just kind of keep that balance. That keeps the beast a extreme source to the light or extreme source of the darkness can bring that beast out. You've seen so many holy men and preachers be hateful beasts, you know, psychologically and emotionally oppressive, the flock of their little church, telling the LGBT kid he can't stay with his parents, telling the kids parents to run on the street, and they're alone, and little Jimmy's out alone, little Sally's out alone, because Sam turned his name to Sally. He has a right in the world. Change his name to Sally and be a girl. We respect each other's, lives. I mean, I don't give a shit if Sam wants to be Sally. That's not my game, but that's Sam's. You'll be Sally, and that's how he feels inside. Why do these conservatives care? It ain't them wanting whatever. They don't want it happens. Why should they care that Sam wants to be Sally or Sally wants to be Sam or he wants to cause there? It's just people's own mind making up, or religious people getting involved. But you gotta have something to bitch about. You gotta have something to bitch about. No pronouns. I'll respect the best I can. I'll just address it. Well, just tell me a name you want to be addressed by. Just tell me a name and I'll kind of avoid it. I can't memorize all these pronouns. I wish I could because I get along better. So I can actually get along better with the crowd that the Christians don't like better than. But you help me out with these pronoun thing. But I just like to call you by the name you want to go by, whoever it's zebra or whatever some name you turn yourself to. Just give me an idea of what you want to be called, and I'll call it to you. If you're a friend on the internet, whatever, I'll do my best. We gotta learn this stuff, get along in the world, even for online, whatever. And it's just a spiritual freedom, I believe. People making all those decisions about who or what pronoun, whatever. It's not about being warped or whatever the right wing says. It's about freedom. We have this personal freedom in our country. And Christians talk about the Constitution and freedom. But if you step aside from their holy little way and their holy little Jesus, boy, you are. If you step down their Bible, they don't believe you have freedom. They don't believe in freedom. Those Christians, or even the radical, you got the far right, so-called patriot movement, wants to take away people's artistic freedom expression. That's what I call those lives, alternate lives. Then you got the radical, progressive, far left, that wants to take away certain people's rights. And I just keep it balanced in my life. That's what you need to do. Don't give a shit what people do, or all it ain't hurting you. I don't give a shit. For me, it's not a human effect to me. If Sam and John want to start a family next door, that's fine. Or Joseph and Mary want to raise a large family and be Catholics next door, that's fine. Or Carl wants to be Kathy next door, that's fine. Or Kathy wants to be Carl next door, that's fine. Or someone wants to be something else. I have that all around me. I have a transgender person down in your building. I have a good large family, but the guy smokes reefer and he just thinks to himself, I want to remarry at Christmas. And he kind of looked at the sign of his private family. Like, cool, their family wants to be left alone. You know, I'm a little crazy, looking I'm the beast or something, I don't know. I just want to contact the guy out and stuff. He seems chill, just taking care of his family, but the people just annoying him. There are people are annoyed because he smokes a little reefer, man. Guy needs to relax. He's got two young kids. After they're in the bed, you know, his wife and them may need a little libido and cream. May need a little libido create a little more offspring in the home, run around, make noise upstairs. That's fine with me. He needs a little reefer to create that, you know, libido. Having our kid, I can't run around upstairs in about 8 months to a year. That's cool with me. If he wants to relax, just stress. You know, a bunch of kids misbehaving around all day. He needs to relax, whatever his pleasure is. I don't give a shit. All these old, nosy old ladies that want every attempt to call at the door. I don't give a fuck. Like when I had that kitchen fire, everything was out, and someone called fire, I was like, oh fuck, I just didn't want to bother them. I didn't feel in danger, but someone felt it was necessary. I just kind of try to keep it so quiet. They know I had that kitchen fire. I didn't want to get it. I was just gonna tell the manager about and get the smoke out of my house somehow, but they had fire when I go in there. I don't know. People are just like, you know, fuck, and I'm kind of glad they did, but at the same time, there's so much want to be left alone. There's a lot of stuff I don't bother with that I should. Like bathing, whatever, I just, people understand my psyche, how tired I am, how less motivated I am once I see the world. It's more of a motivational thing to fit in most society's norms or do this. Just grow out and be a crazy obese that lays in here and career programs or studies or does his stream constantly. So you peer into the life of a little beast that balances it all out. So you don't go nuts on someone. All these videos are dark, but they're made during day or night. I guess there's a reason why I like on my stream on Hikamori channel where this be uploaded is because the camera's well built. But yeah, it is. Try to relax, you know. I'm nothing but a hobo, or people say I'm a hobo, or filthy or crazy. I'm just your average old self guru trying to complete my journey, my spiritual journey on what's out there in the cosmos and people want to know. I guess the simplest thing they want to explain is there's a little guy named Jesus in the clouds that's here humble as a lamb, come back as a roaring lion to rip us apart, breathe like way it sounds easy and come back to the land, breathing fire all the earth. And I don't know, but here's my thing. If God can't forgive blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, he can convince people that rape babies, people, like that, or people who are murderers or serial killers, oh, he's down with that, he's cool with that, he can forgive that, or he can forgive a priest that did those 5-year-old little boys, but he can't forgive me for questioning the Holy Spirit. Oh, that's unlimited. You think I want to spend eternity with a God like that? And those kind of people in heaven, when it's free thinking people like me, like I said, we probably got plenty of air conditioning. We smooth talk the devil, making it cool for us down there if that really exists. And there's a lot of wise psychiatrists, like Freud or whatever, God, if there was a guy, you wouldn't look at old Freud. I kind of have my differences with Freud, but Freud's probably done psychoanalysis to the devil, and Got him to calm down things. You got some of the great psychological minds in history, and everything from the Greek philosophers and things they did just get on the one seat road to the underworld. So you got these Greek, philosophers, and you got Freud sitting around the devil. Kind of have him laying in bed, like, why are you such a psychotic, torture these people who question the very your very man. They psychoanalyzed them, got them to cool down. They put a little air conditioning in. They did something to reroute the volcanic activity around hell. They put in a nice little area that you get hot water. Now, all these scientists and creators throughout history, you think they can run that heating system and the hot water system, maybe comfort people in purgatory, and they don't want to leave purgatory. So once they get it all figured out, God's gonna run out of room for people in purgatory. They're gonna be comfortable in their little rerouted water system and have running baths and whatever. We'll hell have the Caribbean Queen music playing. All these rock stars and musicians, even Mozart sound like that guy God wouldn't favor. At least the guy the Bible wouldn't. I'd favor Mozart. I'm part of him right now. Let him talk with his foul mouth. But he's performing down there. And it's a nice little world. Listen to all these Greek philosophers, these Roman soldiers tell great stories. Or the most fake perverted bastard, the dirtiest soul man in history with all the jokes, make us all laugh. Wife Sarah Silverman down there telling us dirty toilet jokes and all that. I mean, we're gonna have a great time. Sarah Silverman, I'm gonna be gay as a $3 bill. I know Jewish women. I once had a Jewish prostitute, man. Jewish women are wild in bed. So you imagine how much crazy would Sarah Silverman be in bed. Wow, some of that shit she talks about, her comedy things. You may not gotta figure this out, man. You think you're a man. If you get in bed with Sarah Silverman, wow, you will be a man. You tried every fetish in King Cow if you've been with her. Boy, she knows it. I think that's one woman I'd try out is Sarah Silverman. Everyone may hate her, all the Christians hate her, and everybody hates her, but I find her foul mouth creative. She has a little sick little heart talent that's just creative. She knows how to touch the nerves of everyone, and she knows she can pull the card, just insult the right groups and get away with it, and she knows what to say and can be depraved and say little jokes about different groups, and she just put in her bullshit. She's so sneaky. You think she's a lot of Christians think she's a dumb blasphemous idiot. I really think she's a genius with art and I make comedy. She can make it. So David Chappelle, he's okay. He makes little sketches and shit, and you got all these people who are true artists. Then you get your rap stars. I think they'd be better at if they actually learn music. If they actually were like Eazy-E, who told a real story of what's like the truth about what's like in Compton. And someone goes boom boom boom, so boom. He gets someone like Eazy-E, he'd be good down about Compton, make new songs about Compton. Now he's talking about hanging out in the streets of hell, making a deal with the devil. Then Lil Nas is probably gonna join him. So you can have a deal with Lil Nas and Eazy-E down there. We're all gonna be entertained with Nas playing a gay part and the devilish gay part, and you're gonna have Eazy-E chilling about how he made a drug deal to sell a shipment of cocaine, get shipped into hell for the devil. And he's doing all that, and you got Al Capone sneaking down the liquor. He has that liquor, real good shit we can brew in hell, Get some good distilleries going with all those rednecks down there. So we're figuring out how to smuggle, you got Al Capone, all that. They won't have liquor in heaven, so you have that old privately drunken priest that the church God wasn't even worried about his drinking problem. He still wants to drink, that preacher old time. So the devil, he makes a deal from hell. He routes that liquor of the purgatory, right? Somehow gets that long road to purgatory. Then someone says, hey, this Christmas Eve, because it's Catholic, believe we're going to soldiers release on Christmas Day, or whatever, Christmas night, midnight. Hey, I'll get those, you mean, whatever, and I'll get those, I'll get those boxes of liquor up to heaven. So they have a whole deal. They have like an angel bought off, or whatever, that comes and escort people out, and or a Grim Reaper, right? And he gets the stuff right. He smuggles the whole thing to, whatever, purgatory, heaven. They probably deal with the Grim Reaper smuggling shit between heaven, hell, and heaven, and purgatory. You know anything about it? The Grim Reaper's got the awesome job. He takes souls places. He can get shit moving between the three places. That old preacher of all time wants a drink or a good Cuban cigar or whatever. He contacts his man in hell, and his man in hell can have her out up to heaven, There's a whole big movement with the Grim Reaper. He's got a side hustle going on. You know that old man's got a side hustle going on. He's got some real friends that knows whacked him over eons that taking people places. You know he keeps them away from some old man. You know Easy when he was standing there and he knew what was going on. You would bet Easy or some of these violent guys throughout history about ready to smoke his ass. Especially these Vikings, man. He had to have a good deal of protection. They knew not to fuck with Grim Reaper. He's always had to have people backing him up because he has some crazy lunatic. Grim Reaper comes. He has some crazy old ass guy that ain't afraid of nothing. Ain't afraid to kill anything. You're going to Grim Reaper. You know that Grim Reaper's got protection, people backing him. But the craziest psychotic people don't give two fucks in history. Just follow him without fucking with them. You don't fuck with Grim Reaper. That just ain't power, man. You got fear and you got people backing you up for people follow Grim Reaper. These are just my 2 cents about things. Yeah, power backing you up, and the craziest guys in history wouldn't fuck with Grim Reaper. He's got one quite a hell of bodyguards or people backing up. No one in history's ever fucked with them. We're right back in their soul, and he's hanging out to dry on the lawn. That's never happens. eBay he's got backup to call in. He's got to get his soul somewhere, and it refuses to go. Right. So he got someone backing him up. He got some of the best criminal minds and some of the best gangsters in history backing his ass up. You got all the thugs, Al Capone, everything from Vikings. Everybody, every warrior throughout history has some sort of business. Every warrior grew up. You got the people that worked for um, Genghis Khan. You got all those brutal warriors. He's got backup everywhere. No one fucks with Grim Reaper. Or I'll let you go. All right, bye.